Hey, everybody. I am very excited to start up a new podcast. Those of you that know me know that I have a podcast called St. Pete Soul. I've had it since 2020, and I interview local business owners in St. Pete and tell their stories. It's really just about celebrating how amazing St. Pete is. But this podcast is going to be very different. I have been on a journey of self-discovery the past few years about what it means to be brave. And in 2023, my word of the year was brave. I do pick a word of the year every year, and I find that it's a great way to kind of have that North Star as you're going through life. It's easy to forget, okay, what's important to me? What am I trying to accomplish? And that word of the year refocused me back to what I'm trying to do for the year. So 2023, my word was brave. The reason why I picked that was because I knew that my plan was to publish my first book in 2023. I have been on a very long journey when it comes to that. And to be able to be at this point is absolutely freaking amazing. The reason why I wanted to start this podcast is because I really want to share more insight on what it means to face your fears and be brave in the sense of accomplishing those things that you really want to accomplish. Everyone's got dreams for their life, and it doesn't have to be something big, doesn't have to be as big as publishing a book. But the point is figuring out, how am I holding myself back, and learning how to face those fears. And there's no secret to it. It's really just about taking action and taking any action. So I've been on a journey to discover that and work that, work that brave muscle and really change my mindset. And I just want to continue to share that journey with you. And my hope is that you take away valuable learning from it to be able to be brave yourself. I recently finished a book probably about a month or so ago called The Miracle Equation. I am a Miracle Morning practitioner. So the Miracle Morning is from Hal Elrod. Fantastic morning routine. So definitely highly recommend that. Read the book, The Miracle Morning, to be able to implement that. The Miracle Equation is kind of piggybacks off of the Miracle Morning, and it's a way to create miracles in your life. And that equation is to have unwavering faith in yourself for whatever that thing is that you're trying to achieve. So to have unwavering faith in yourself and extraordinary effort. So that is the miracle equation. Now, the extraordinary effort, and that sounds like grand, but it's not really about, okay, well, that means you got to work 60 hours a week. That's not what it's about. It's about really figuring out what you're committed to and being honest with yourself and taking those necessary actions to achieve that thing that you're wanting to achieve. So, unwavering faith in yourself and extraordinary effort. In the book, it talks about figuring out what is that, mission that would propel you forward to push you to do those things. It was a good tie-in to another book that I had recently finished called The Greatness Mindset by Lewis Howes. He has a great podcast as well. So highly recommend both of those books for sure. But the tie-in between the two was the mission. So the meaningful mission that you're on. I did some, soul searching and really figured out that the mission that I'm on is to inspire others to be brave and take action to create the life of your dreams. So I want to share that with you by coming on and sharing my own journey, but also to have other people on the podcast to hear how they're being brave. And again, my hopes is that you take some valuable insights away from that so that you can implement things in your life to have unwavering faith in yourself and take extraordinary effort toward those dreams and be brave. I think there are some amazing people out in the world doing some amazing things and facing their fears and pushing themselves out of their comfort zone. So I think there's going to be a lot of really cool things that we can learn from each other. And again, I just hope that the journey that I've been on that I can share with you will also help you realize that, we're all just holding ourselves back. That's the truth. We're holding ourselves back. I did it for so many years and I just got tired of it. So I'm hoping that you will do the same. And maybe you're already kind of on that journey and that's awesome. Let's keep going. I would love to share a book that I am almost finished with called Hello Fears. And this really, I think when I started reading this, it really pushed me on the idea of, okay, I need to delve more into this topic because I'm really, really passionate about it. Like I said, I feel like that's my meaningful mission. And it ties into me launching this book because that's me being brave. That's me being brave for myself. So I want to encourage you to do the same. What's that thing that you've been wanting to pursue or do that you have been holding yourself back from? So with Michelle's book, she talks about crushing your comfort zone so you can become the person that you're meant to be. I'm like, that sounds amazing, right? So I want us to go on this journey together and hopefully we make amazing progress towards our dreams. And in turn, we're making the world a better place and sharing that love with others around us. I would love to share a little bit of insight in my journey on being brave with publishing the book. In 2013, I finished the book and I started querying literary agents in hopes of getting published. That obviously did not happen. I got really frustrated. It was really just down. I was, downhearted. I mean, it was terrible, to be perfectly honest. Such a passion that I had that I just really struggled with it. And I had just gotten into real estate in 2013 as well. So I kind of just put my head down, started building my real estate career, and just kind of put the book on the back burner. And I started to see that the fears that I was holding on to and the limiting beliefs, the self-doubt, all of that I had around publishing a book started creeping into my real estate career. I was not where I wanted to be with my business at all. We had gotten an opportunity to move to St. Pete in 2015 for my husband's job, and that was honestly the best thing that could have ever happened to us because it pushed us out of our comfort zones like 110%. We had to start over. And, I believe everything happens for a reason. And I know God moves us to St. Pete for a reason. And I am absolutely so, so glad that we are here. I have met amazing people. The community that I have built, the community I have infused myself into here in St. Pete, it's just phenomenal. So I have my real estate business to thank for that. And I am so thankful for the lessons that I've learned along the way that I'm now able to, to use in this new chapter that I'm starting up with the book publishing. So when I didn't really touch the book from like 2013, I barely touched it until about 2020 when I started back up with it again. I took it off the proverbial shelf and dusted it off. And I told myself that I was going to take baby steps. It was hard to get started back writing and it needed a major overhaul. So that felt like a daunting task, but just, hey, one step at a time. So that's what I did. And what I learned was the book was not ready in 2013. And more importantly, I was definitely not ready. And in 2023, my word of the year being brave, I realized that the book had been ready and I was still not ready. So I pushed myself to make progress, and I'm like, I'm gonna publish this dang thing. So I say all that to say it's a journey still. Please do not think that I am all there and I am fearless. Lord knows that is not accurate. I constantly have to push down those feelings of self-doubt still and those limiting beliefs, but I have worked that muscle of, being brave and changing my mindset around how I talk to myself, what's the positive affirmations and things like that. And that's what helps me stop that negative thought process before it, takes root, and I can get back to taking action, even if it's small, even if it's messy, even if it feels like it's not really doing anything. But see, that's the secret. When you take action of any kind, it's always moving the needle forward. It's always building that momentum up, even when it doesn't feel like it. But the key is just to keep going. It's about that consistent action, no matter how big or small it is, how messy it is. It's usually messy. I mean, it's usually not perfect. So, that's what we're going for here. And my hope is that you come alongside me with this journey of being brave, and it inspires you to push yourself out of your comfort zone and create the life of your dreams. And look for more episodes where I get to talk to other people that are being awesome and being brave.